Hey guys, what's up? I am here to give you guys a recap on the new episode of RWBY Volume 7 or Chapter RWBY. New chapter recap of Volume 7 on number 2, obviously. This episode right here, it's gonna be very tense and dangerous because of what the actions will be taken in the future, but I hope it'll all be worth it. And you guys might be asking me, what in blazing Pete's are you even talking about? I'm gonna get into that. So, let's get this started. Yeah? Yeah. Okay, enough of me being cringy and idiotic at the same time. Let's get to going. A group of characters, of course Team RWBY, along with John, Ren, Nora, Crow, they are being escorted to headquarters, obviously. And there's this one guy which I don't seem to see him as importance anyway. Let's not even get into that. We see to it that they are introduced to Ironwood's new look and Winter and Penny. Yay! Okay, I know I've been cringy on that, but when Winter saw everyone in cuffs, especially her own sister, she goes like, she even told the guards, "Take those off in 10 seconds or I'm going to beat the limit out of you." In other cases, she's going to hurt them. And the guards go like, okay, we'll get these off right away. But we see to it, of course, that Ironwood was very happy to see them all, and he eventually told them that he actually told Winter, Penny, and his elite squad about the relics in Salem. And they go like, "For reals, man?" And Ironwood explains why he had to do what he had to do, such as getting all of his military up into Atlas and make sure no one could infiltrate, especially that goes with Salem as well. Although Yang was trying to say otherwise, these people are hating you of what you're just doing right now. Do you have any idea what's going on? Even Grimm are festering inside these freaking lands right now. He goes like, "That's a price I'm willing to pay." And this is where he reveals his plan to everyone in the room. And eventually the plan was involving with the Coliseum that was at Beacon. Amity, or whatever the name is called, Coliseum. They plan to use it as a global communications by adding some kind of device to it, by launching it in the atmosphere or higher up into the sky, whichever one, however you want to pronounce it or look at it. They could establish global communications greatly, and by that time, they won't be, no matter which tower falls next, they should be able to maintain those communications despite the damage what could happen here and there, you know? But apparently, things are going to get more tense. Things are going to get more dangerous from here on out, because Ironwood explained to everyone that he is planning to reveal Salem to the entire world. Like, to the entire world. Because Aspens always believes that we should fight in the shadows. And he does not know one thing about Aspens yet. Actually, a lot of things about Aspens. If you guys watched Volume 6, which I'm pretty sure you had to, because if you didn't, hell, blah blah blah, whichever one you want to call it, you're gonna be like, what the hell is going on? Alright, enough of me with my PG language here and there. Let's continue on. Or PG-13, if anything. Ironwood plans to rebuild the Coliseum of Amity, or how you want, whatever the name is called, and have established global communications and reveal Salem to the entire world to fight against her. And that's where he explains that this is where he's going to need his military to calm down the panic to the best of his ability. And I can understand where he's coming from. I mean, like, there are some things that you can't keep discreet about, but at the same time, panic is going to be inevitable, and you best be prepared for what's to come. And that is what Ironwood has been planning for. They can't fight Salem alone on this one, but there's one thing he doesn't know about Salem, though, which is really pitiful. Of course, like, RWBY and the others told Ironwood that Aspens is not there right now. He is in Oscar's body, but ever since that train wreck, he just went off. And all I can really tell you guys right now is that they had told him half the truth and half a lie. I mean, they know about what Aspens is. They know what he's done. They know everything about it. And they lied about having to say that all the 3 questions have been used already. Which I can understand why they're trying to keep it discreet right now and give hope. But what do you think is going to happen when he finds out eventually? Obviously, hell's going to break loose and he's going to flip out. In the worst case possible scenario. Of course, he decides to give the lamp back to RWBY because he believes it should be in the hands of those who brought it here, and since they fought their way all the way up here, you know. And of course, we get to see, forgive me, the A Squad having to apologize, and then Team RWBY and everyone else gets the tour around Atlas Academy, and Ironwood actually hugs Crow and says, "I'm really glad you're here, man. I really meant it when I said I'm very happy to see you," and hugs him, you know, like a bro hug. I mean, like, we all know Ironwood and Crow had this strange relationship ever since we saw in Volume 3, but we have to understand in certain cases when it comes to parts like this, at least Ironwood could at least be a little honest here and there, and etc. However, let's not get our hopes too high up in the sky yet, because this is where it gets more dangerous, because we get to see Arthur Watts and Tyrion walking around the impoverished city that's in less security. And let me get into that fact or something. Arthur Watts, he was actually the one who actually written a lot of codes for Atlas's technology, and now he's using it to his advantage, where he's able to disable security cameras, put up those don't cross lines whatsoever, and apparently Tyrion and Arthur Watts are taking advantage of that, and it's not looking so good right now. So, and that episode ends off there with Tyrion and Arthur Watts are in being the mole inside the territory of Atlas. That much I can tell you. Anyways, yeah, this episode shows a lot of Ironwood and what his plan is, and then although it will bring a lot of panic, he's willing to accept that result and he's doing the best he can to like make things work, because he believes we had to reveal something to the entire world eventually, and he's planning to do that. After he gets the Coliseum and communications back online, he plans to reveal everything to the world and use his military to his fullest to help everyone around the world to conjure down or keep the panic in the lowdown or fight off the grim, you know, kind of thing. So this episode was actually pretty cool. I mean, it's nice to see Ironwood and everything all together, but, you know, things are still looking very bad for the situation, because Ironwood does not know about Aspens, that he had a relation with Salem, not to mention Salem's immortal, how you expect to destroy her, and Team RWBY and everyone else, well, RWBY decides to give out the lie, saying that all 3 questions are answered, and she only told a half-truth about Aspens having to disappear into Oscar's body and not show up for a while. So I can understand that, but, you know, if time comes and shows about, it's really going to be dangerous from here on out once he finds out eventually, if he ever finds out. Not to mention, I forgot. Sorry, I forgot to give you guys one important information. The creation knowledge or something is safe. The Winter Maiden is in stable condition, which was not in explicit explanation, but stable condition, if anything. They're all secured in other cases. So, yeah, they all seem alright, but still, nothing's looking good for the time being, but yeah. Sorry for being a little disorganized here and there. I just wanted to get to the point where I find the Ironwood's plan to be more intriguing, even though like we've seen it multiple times in many other cartoons or anime series or something. But anyways, that's about it, people. I mean, there's more to come later, but depending on the situation, it's gonna get rough from here on out. So until then, peeps, I'll see you guys in the next video. I'm Alpha Zero. Have a good day. I'll see you guys next time, alright? Peace out. Bye-bye. Toot-toot-toot!